We discuss about trigonometry and its ratios. Once again we can recall and we'll go to trigonometric ratios. In the last class we studied sin theta is equals to opposite side by hypotenuse, cos theta is equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse, and tan theta is equals to opposite side by adjacent side, and its inverse ratios are called cosec, sec and tan respectively. That means its reciprocal will be taken as cosec, its reciprocal will be taken as sec, and its reciprocal is taken as its inverse ratios. Once again we recall and we will go to some problems. I will take a right angle triangle. I told you clearly this is my angle A, B and C, and this is say some angle theta. This is 90 degrees. The side opposite to the 90 degrees is called hypotenuse in right angle triangle, already explained. And the angle opposite side is called opposite side. Angle to the adjacent side adjacent side with respect to angle A, this is opposite side, this is adjacent side, and this is my hypotenuse. From this we can write three trigonometric ratios. We gave a name for every ratio with respect to this angle opposite side by hypotenuse, opposite side by
hypotenuse,
and cos A with respect to angle A, adjacent side by
hypotenuse.
With respect to A, opposite side by adjacent side. Tan A is called opposite side by adjacent side. So these are the basic ratios we studied in the last video. Now we are going to discuss more about the right angle triangle. So now its inverse ratios keep in mind. Once again I am writing cosec A. Its inverse ratio, its inverse opposite side by hypotenuse by
Opposite.
side. And this is by cos, its inverse ratio is cosec A with respect to this angle only.
Sec.
Hypotenuse by
Adjacent.
adjacent side. Right? Now next, tan A is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. So cot A is equals to its inverse ratio, we call it as cos A, adjacent side by opposite side. These ratios we can study now with the help of a distinction, and you will find some relation between sine and cosec and cos and sec, tan and cot, and you will derive some more formulas. Am I clear? With the help of one example, I am trying to explain trigonometric ratios. Okay? Now see. I will write my own example. Better off this one. Okay. In right angle triangle ABC, comma, at angle B is equals to 90 degrees, and sine A is equals to some 3/5. This is my sine, keep in mind, sine A is equal to 3 by 5. Find other trigonometric ratios. That's all. This is my question. As usual, start with right angle triangle. I told you clearly all trigonometric ratios are derived from the right angle triangle. And you should identify the hypotenuse and perpendicular sides with respect to angle A here, because sin A is given, it is an acute angle. I will discuss later about the acute angles of right angle triangle. This is my angle A and this is my B is given by 90 degrees and C. This is the way you draw a rough sketch to understand how to write the trigonometric ratio. This is very clear. Okay. This is my 90 degrees, it's my opposite side is yes. With respect to A, this is my opposite side. With respect to A, this is adjacent side. This is my opposite side and this is my adjacent side. Okay, clear. Now, sin A is given, that is equals to, by basic formula I would like to write sin A means opposite side by hypotenuse. That is given by 3 by 5. My clear? So opposite side is 3. So in place I can write 3. My hypotenuse is 5. I can write 5. This is my right angle triangle. Pythagoras comes and says that hypotenuse square is equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides. In right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Who says that? Pythagoras. Pythagoras theorem comes and plays a role here. Therefore, AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Am I clear?
Yes.
So what is my AC? 5.
5.
5 square is equals to my AB we don't know. Write it down as it is. We need to find that. My BC is 3. 3 square. 5 5s are 25 is equals to AB square plus 9. 9 here adding will go that side to separate. So 25 minus 9 is equals to AB square. That is our 16 is equals to AB square, because 25 minus 9 is nothing but 16. So removing the square and keep the square root, we get the 4. Therefore my adjacent side is now 4. Now I can write every ratio. I have a formula. Sin A opposite side by hypotenuse 3 by 5. Cos A adjacent side by hypotenuse 4 by 5. The next one is tan A. Tan A is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side 3 by 4. You always write down your opposite side by hypotenuse. You always write down to recognize every time. Cos A is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, opposite side by adjacent side. That's all. Now I would like to write inverse ratios of sin, cos, tan respectively. Very easy. It's reciprocal. It's reciprocal. It's reciprocal. We get the inverse ratios. That's all. Now coming to inverse ratios. Sin, its inverse ratio is cosec A. Cosec A. Simply inverting 5 by 3. That means hypotenuse by
Opposite.
Next sec A. Cos inverse ratio is sec. Sec means its inverse 5 by 4 is nothing but hypotenuse by
adjacent.
adjacent side. Tan, what is it? Inverse ratio. Cot A. That is equals to reverse 4 by 3.
3
This is also called
adjacent.
adjacent side by
Opposite.
opposite side. Am I clear? Now, very important relation I would like to explain here. Cosec A into sin A is always equals to 1. See here. Now see. Cosec A into sin A, I would like to take first. What is my sin A? 3 by 5. See, 3 by 5. What is my cosec A? What is my cosec A? 5 by 3. This and this get cancelled and this and this get cancelled. Cosec A into sin A, we get 1. Because there are inverse ratios, their product always equals to 1. Similarly, we can write tan A. I would like to write down here. Here I would like to write. Tan A into cot A. What is my tan now? This is my tan. How much?
3
3 by
4
4. What is my cot?
4 by 3
4 by 3. Very good. This and this get cancelled and this get cancelled. We get 1 only. Similarly, cos A into sec A is always equals to 1. From this, we can write 2 more formulas. This product is equal to how much? 1, right? Then see here. I would like to explain here. Sin A into cos A. Here I gave theta. See here and here and here and theta C. In place of A you can take theta. We can get this one. That's all. There is no change in it. See here. Sin A into cos A is equal to how much? 1. Then sin A is equal to 1 by sin A into cosec. Now how much? Sin into
cosec.
Cosec. Sin into cosec. Where we get that one?
here.
Yes. Sin into cosec is always equals to 1. Or cosec into sin is always equals to 1. Cosec here multiply will go this side. It divides. That means sin A is equal to 1 by cosec A.
Yes.
Similarly, cosec A is equals to 1 by sin A because sin here multiply will go this side. It divides.
Divides.
That means cosecant A is equals to 1 by
Sine.
sin A. Similarly, we can write 2 more. Cos into sec is equals to 1. Then sec A is equal to 1 by cos A. Then sec is equal to 1 by cos A. Cos is equal to 1 by sec. Tan is equal to 1 by cot. Cot is equal to 1 by tan. Am I clear or not? So this is the relation between sin, cos, tan, cot, cosec, sin, cos, sec. This is here given. Sin theta into cosec theta is always equal to 1. Implies sin theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta. Because here multiplying will go this side, it divides.
Yes.
Now we come into cos into sec is equals to 1. Then cos is equal to
1 by sec.
1 by
Sec theta.
sec theta. Again sec theta is equal to 1 by
Cos
cos theta. Similarly tan theta into cot theta 1. I already explained here. Tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Then tan theta is equal to here cot is multiplied will go this side.
Divide.
1 by cot. Similarly cot is equal to
1 by tan theta.
Am I clear? Now we'll see some problems on the first exercise. Yes. See here, trigonometry, class 10, 11th chapter, exercise number 11.1. This is my first problem. See, here just giving a problem to write a trigonometric ratio. That's all. He gave everything. But you need to read clearly and do the problem. See here, in a right angle triangle ABC, we have a right angle triangle ABC. Okay?
Yes.
I told you clearly, all trigonometric ratios comes from right angle triangle. That's the reason we take in right angle triangle. Okay. In a right angle triangle ABC, 8 centimeters and 15 centimeters, 17 centimeters are lengths of AB, BC, CA. What is the longest side from this one?
17.
17. You write down 17 here.
Hypotenuse.
Yes. In a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the longest side. It is very, very clear. That means CA is equal to 17 centimeters. Keep in mind. CA. CA is 17 centimeters. Now we are coming to AB. AB. This is my AB. AB how much? 8 centimeters. BC how much?
15.
15. AB 8 centimeters, BC 15 centimeters, CA is 17 centimeters. This is my right angle triangle, and we need to find three ratios: sin A, cos A, and tan. Very simple, you can write. Sin A is equals to opposite side by adjacent side. That's it.
Hypotenuse.
Sorry, opposite side by
Hypotenuse.
hypotenuse. Very good. So my opposite side is 50
15.
by my hypotenuse is
7.
7. Clear? Now coming to cos A, adjacent side by hypotenuse. You should write adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is equals to
8.
8 by
12.
right?
12.
8 by 17. Here we have adjacent side by hypotenuse. Am I clear? Now, tan A. Tan A is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side. Opposite
Side.
side by adjacent side. That is equal to how much? Opposite side is 15 by 8. These are my trigonometric ratios. You can find cosecant, secant, quarters by reversing the ratios. Those are called inverse ratios. Am I clear or not? Now going to the next problem.